Hi there, this is Mr. Franks, your seventh grade student social studies teacher. I hope you're having a good virtual open house. I just wanted to make a quick video here to kind of give you an overview of what's going on in seventh grade social studies, but I'll also try to keep it relatively short and sweet as I know you have a handful of these videos to watch. So let me go ahead and jump in. So we're right here on Google Classroom. This is where we spend most of our time in social studies in seventh grade. We're on here just about every day. Now, sometimes we're off the computers, but we're typically on here a lot. So a typical day usually starts like this. We'll have what's called a warm up first. And here's an example where students will come in their notebooks, they're expected to write down the daily learning target. That's what DLT stands for. Answer a question that either review something or preview something that's coming up, and then write down their homework as well. Right after that, a typical day looks like this. We'll have kind of an instructional component where I'll go over some stuff, whatever we're talking about, for about 5 to 10 minutes. And then usually they'll transition into what's called a workshop model where they'll be working on something either individually or maybe with a partner or maybe in small groups. And then I will circulate the room and try to help the students with what they're working on. And they'll be working at different paces and trying to meet them with their various individual needs and whatnot. So instruction could include a variety of videos and slideshows, and then the things they're working on is reading primary, secondary sources, or watching more videos. Or there's a variety of different media that we kind of use to get across content to students. Also, I want to mention we have the syllabus posted here. I can't go over everything in a short video, so this is a good thing to reference if you're curious about other logistical aspects of the class. This came home at the beginning of the year, but it's a lot to remember, so it's always there in case you need to reference it. Each unit is going to have two assessments. So each unit has kind of a traditional test that assesses the content that the student should be learning, and it also will have a assessment that's more skills-based. And the skills-based ones might be more like constructive responses, where they're writing paragraphs, in response to a central historical question. It might be projects, it might be debates, it might be all sorts of different things like that. So let me show you real quick an example of the first type of assessment of the content recall kind. Typically, they're going to be short answer questions like this, where they have to respond to usually 2 or 3 questions and about 5 to 6 complete sentences. So this one was from our very first unit on North America, trying to, in their own words, dictate what they had learned about various North American countries, geography, history, and culture. Speaking of units, the first one we were doing was on North America. The second one, what we're in right now, is in South America. And the big overview of seventh grade curriculum is world and global geography, but it kind of goes beyond just looking at maps and things like that. We certainly do some of that, but we also look at each region's kind of brief history and each region's kind of brief culture as well. And then in the end, usually associated with those skills assessments, we try to look at something that's kind of modern, what's going on in that region. I think that's probably about it about what I want to share with you in this short video. Kind of went over what a typical day looks like, what units are going on right now, what type of assessments we have. I guess one more thing I'll mention is expectations. Generally, students are doing a really great job, but if there's ever a slip up, I usually use 3 common things, which is be kind, be respectful, and be invested. Usually a quick reminder about one of those things in a redirect, students usually kind of get it and they're fine 90% of the time. So if I just mention that real quick. And then finally, if there's something that you're curious about that I didn't mention here in this video, or if you ever need help, you ever need assistance, please don't hesitate to reach out to me via email. My email is all lowercase bfranks@rb60.com. All right, so I hope you're having a good virtual open house, and I hope to meet you in person sometime soon. Take care.